Hey YouTube, this is Donald, and today, or tonight, I'm gonna make a review about the Nintendo GameCube. Now, personally, I remember this console as a child. In fact, this is my actual GameCube from when I was a child. It still works to this day. I took good care of this GameCube and it still works. Even though the custom sticker I gave it is wearing off, because it's a black GameCube and I didn't like the look of black. So I wished to get a blue one, but I got a black one instead. So I decided to customize it with this Nintendo stuff on it, even though the stickers today look like they're just wearing out. Even this side fell off. But anyway, let's go into depth with this console. Now, it's got 4 controller ports, just like the Nintendo 64, and it's got 2 memory card slots, just like the PlayStation 2. Slot A and slot B. Though the dust cover for slot B, it looks like it's changing color. It's got a reset button, power button, right here, which is a gray button, and an eject button, which kind of feels comfortable opening this thing. And as you can see, it may seem like a CD-based console, but it doesn't utilize regular CDs. Instead, it does use CDs, but it only uses smaller CDs. I'll show you what they look like later. It's got a handle to carry it around. On the back, it's got a port for the video connector, analog, AV out, and DC 12-volt AC adapter right here. If you're gonna get a GameCube, Nintendo GameCube, make sure it comes with an AC adapter, because this AC adapter is different from all the others. Sorry I'm talking so low, I'm just tired. I was not gonna make this video, but I picked up the camera. I had to do it, just to keep you guys occupied. And on this side, it has a cooling fan right here. As you can see, I'm not sure if it's dusty or not. Under here, under the GameCube, it's got an expansion for it's got a serial port 2 for an expansion module. You place it under the under the Nintendo GameCube, and now you can play Game Boy Advance games on it. And serial port 2 has some kind of modem or something. I'm not sure, but it does tell time. So that supports the fact that this thing is a full-fledged computer, instead of as something other than an NES on a chip. And it says here, Nintendo GameCube here, and Nintendo GameCube on the circle, on the pitch black circle. Sorry, there's a scratch. I kind of got frustrated with the game when I was a kid. Never mind about that. When you turn on the system, that light right here lights up orange, indicating that it's on. You can even open the case, since it's a top loader, and it's a top loading console, by the way. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, I could have sworn there was an orange light on my camera. But anyway, it's got some rubber feet on the front, and it's got 2 plastic feet in the back. Now to show you the games. I got this silhouette of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness from my best friend Ian. You can even hook up a Game Boy Advance to your GameCube, which is kind of cool. I never had the cord as a child. Well, of course, eventually I got it when I was older. And here's what the games obviously look like. Oh, I dropped it by accident. Hopefully it still works. I got this silhouette of Pokemon Gale of Darkness, and as you can see, the games are not really CDs. They're like smaller CDs, which has less memory, which has less gigabytes of main memory, which is twice times smaller than the regular size CDs, which kind of makes this console underrated, sadly. And these cases does have a memory card slot to place your memory card inside of the case. Speaking of memory cards, I'll show you what the memory cards look like. I also got Donkey Kong Jungle Beast. I remember this game when I was a kid. It's compatible with the Donkey Kong DK Bongos accessories for the GameCube. I never saw those, but when I saw this as a child, and I was kind of disappointed I never got it as a child, but don't worry, I eventually got it now. I'll show you that when I review about the bongos later. Now to show you the memory card, which has my name on it. This is what a typical GameCube memory card would look like. I guess you can say it's similar to the PlayStation 2. How it utilizes memory cards, except these are kind of smaller. It's got my name on it. I wrote it with a permanent marker, so that way I can tell whose is whose. It says GameCube all on the front and back. Plugs into the GameCube like so. Like that. Now to show you the controller. The controller, this is one of my favorite controllers. I like this controller because it's blue, as you can see. This is what a typical GameCube controller would look like. It's got a start and pause button, an analog, the main analog control, which doesn't click. Got a D-pad, a camera analog stick, B, A, X, Y. It's got the left trigger and right trigger, and a Z trigger button, which is the only trigger button on the GameCube controller. And it fairly ages well. But when they released the Wii U, they re-released these controllers for the Wii U. Except they redesigned it to make it also compatible with the Wii. As you can see, the cord is kind of long. Oh, I grabbed the wrong cord. Sorry. I got this this controller plugs into the GameCube like so. I used this controller when I was a child. I had a long lifespan with this game, this system. And this is made before, like, 5 years before the Wii. And note that there are no light guns for the GameCube. I don't know why, but probably because it was so underrated that Nintendo never released light guns for it anymore. But anyway, I'll show you some of its hardware, like its AC adapter. As you can see, this is the AC adapter for the GameCube, for the Nintendo GameCube. It has this box-shaped plug, and it has a, hold on, it's tangled. Okay, I got it. This is what the pin to the AC adapter looks like for the GameCube. So when you get a GameCube, make sure it comes with that AC adapter, because I'm not sure if you could find this kind of AC adapter anywhere else. And as you can see, this AC adapter ends with a small plug. Even though I'm not sure if this tends to give up heat, I'm not sure. You can use the GameCube on the flat screen TV if you want, because since it doesn't have any light guns or anything that uses an old school TV, then yeah, you can pretty much just use it on the flat screen. Which I'm doing, of course, on the GameCube reviews. Now I'm going to show you its AV outs, and as you can see, the plug to the AV multi-out is kind of the same, does have the same insert as the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. So you can use the Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64's plug as an alternative. And as you can see, hold on. It's got the same AV out. Sorry, the cord's all separated like this. I made a mistake when I was a child. And don't blame me, I was just a child back then. Back in the 2000s. I didn't know any better. But now I do. But at least they still work. That's all that matters. It's got white for audio, red for audio, and yellow for audio. But anyway, in conclusion, this is a system you might want to get. It's not really a bad system. Overall, it's not really a bad system in any way. It's just underrated, and it's got some big shoes to fill. But it is still my favorite console either way when I was a child. The same time around as the PlayStation 2. And it's one of my best consoles I have ever played. The reason I got this system years ago is because I saw how cool Super Smash Bros. Melee was. I have that game, but I don't have it with me right now, but it's buried somewhere, and I would show it to you, but I can't because I didn't reach for it. But I'll show you the gameplay probably on the next video. But anyway, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and like the video, and yeah, I'll see you on the next video. This is me, signing off.